Talking, everyone. Welcome back to Mindset Motivated, the podcast where we talk about all things mindset and motivation related with your co-hosts, Sifu Zack George, and myself, Robert Bruski. Zack, I'm pissed.
You're angry?
Yeah, I'm angry.
What are you angry about, Robert?
Just everything. I'm angry about so many things. I'm angry about what's going on in the world today. I'm angry about what's going on in politics today. I'm angry with some stuff my friends said. I'm just feeling really angry today.
All stuff that you have absolutely no control over.
Exactly.
And that, guys, is when we are most likely to get a good visit from our friend anger. Right? Anger is an addiction as well, too.
Yep.
And actually, anger and arousal bring on the same chemical reaction within your body.
Okay.
So if you're in a relationship that's toxic and they're triggering you to be angry, you always feel this like energy. I've been in one of these.
Okay, you've been in one.
You feel like, oh man, you'll get like this feeling and this surge and like this energy and this like, oh man, it's just, yeah. So it becomes, it's like sex, right?
Yep.
It's less pleasurable in my opinion, and the outcome's not great ever. But you know what? Anger, people that have anger management issues. Now, anger is a human emotion.
Yep, we all got it.
We will have it. And when you talk about anger management, it's not anger removal.
Yeah.
It's management. Everybody gets angry. Now you may hear some people say, no, it wasn't my fault. You made me angry and that's why I did it. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay? Listen,
bullshit.
I've had somebody say that to me before, and they were talking about their anger and how they, whatever, their spouse said something and they lashed back and they said things out of anger to them that, they're not accountable for. And I said, really? You're an idiot.
Yeah.
They said, what? I said, you're an idiot. And they looked at me and said, did that make you angry? They said, yeah. I said, how come you aren't lashing out at me? Right?
Yeah.
I'd kick your ass. But you chose not to. It's so easy to lash out on your partner who can't. Mm-hmm. But you made the choice. I made you angry. You did not choose to lash out at me that way. Anger is something, and especially people that have anger management issues, as soon as things aren't going my way or I feel a lack of control and now my intellect or what I have is not getting what I want, I'll get angry, man. I'll start yelling because you know what happens? Everybody's going to back up. They're going to get uncomfortable and they're going to freeze. Now I've taken control back over this situation.
Yeah.
And now I'm addicted. Why? Because it worked. It worked in my house. Maybe it worked when you're growing up. It works around your friends. It works at your job. Now all of a sudden you're an asshole, right?
Yep.
And people are tiptoeing around you. You're not getting invited to places. You're not getting included in things. Everybody's telling you that you have a bad temper, but you're getting what you want. But when you don't, look out. Don't make me angry, man, because I don't know what'll happen. I'll see red and what, bullshit. Yeah. Anger is a choice, and I'm sorry. Don't get angry at me for saying this and write a nasty comment because you had to, right? Yeah. I'm calling it out because you know what? I've done anger management. And through martial arts, we deal with situations where certain things would make you angry, but in that environment, you're unable to lash out. So you got to manage that anger. Otherwise, you're going to get a spin kick to the head, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to stay cool.
Yeah. And you have to learn how to manage it, anger is not, it becomes an addiction and a tool to get what we want.
And it's a vulnerability too.
That's right.
Can you imagine being in a negotiation? Excuse me. There's an author named Chris Voss who wrote a book called Never Split the Difference. He's a former FBI negotiator. Mm-hmm. And the premise of the book is like, you can always win every negotiation if you do it properly, That's right. But for the most part, he's the techniques he have are focused around being calm. Even he says when you're speaking, use a deep, calm, radio announcer type of voice, to diffuse this anger, You know, I think, you know, like you're saying, as soon as somebody gets angry and they start showing their emotions, they're showing your
body language
Yep.
and mannerisms and
Yeah.
volume of their voice. Right?
It happens. It happens to all of us.
Oh yeah,
but
see
it doesn't.
too, yeah.
In my opinion, getting angry and just like getting your fists up and
Pumped
ready
up,
to fight.
pressed out, yeah.
That person may think they've got the upper hand, but in my opinion,
They've shown weakness.
yes, they're
So
the weaker
in
ones.
fighting, also, your anger is weakness.
Mm-hmm.
The angry man fights blind, completely blind.
Yep.
Anger blinds you from being able to see what's going on around you. It blinds you from your environment. It blinds you from logic
Yeah.
and rational decisions, to the point that, you know, you will not be able to see what's rational and what's emotional. You'll not be able to tell, you know, if you're allowing anger to take over again.
So how then do you deal with this anger? Like if your emotions are just spiraling, like you got to get them under control.
Yeah. Now, if I'm dealing with somebody that has an anger issue, I find that if I have fire coming at me and somebody's getting angry and they're always snapping, me snapping back is not going to solve this issue. I go by the Kung Fu, be like water. Be like water on the fire. You know, try to throw the pitch in a little bit low, throw in a positive comment here and there. You know, I find if somebody's angry and I get angry, we just both get angrier, right?
Yeah.
And it's something that we all struggle with, I'm sure, still. And there is coping strategies. I always like to just take a little time out. When we get angry, we tend to hold our breath, which cuts off the oxygen to your brain. And now you're not thinking intelligently either. Mm-hmm. Those deep breaths, woosah, right? Those calming things.
Yeah.
They actually work.
Yep.
You know, breathing into your diaphragm and being able to step out of the room. And always coming back to looking at things rationally and logically. Because when I'm angry, emotion has now taken over my actions. Right?
Yep.
So
yeah, emotion's powerful. You know what they say, that the most expensive things or the most lucrative businesses happen when the consumer is emotionally irrational. Weddings, funerals, and childbirths. Mm-hmm. You think about how much photographers or videographers or decorators charge for a wedding, or the crazy expensive stuff that's a lot of times you buy for a child.
And people will do things out of anger and emotion.
Yeah.
You know, in spite of. And you know what? Anger isn't something that goes away. It has to be dealt with. People can be angry about something for years and years and years if they don't deal with it, and it can change the way that the course of their life goes. You know, anger and resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for somebody else to die. It truly is. It's not there. We feel like it's there to help us, but, you know, anger's the enemy.
Yeah.
You know, anger is the enemy.
Cool. Good. Well, let's wrap this episode up. This is, I don't even know what episode, but it's season 2 of Mindset Motivated with Sifu Zack George and Robert Bruski, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and share. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas for episodes, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Us personally or Mindset Motivated on social media, we're there. Give us a shout. And until next time, stay frosty.
Stay hungry.